I could not have possibly been more excited when the Yankees traded for 2017 National League MVP Giancarlo Stanton. He was coming off of a 59 home run season. He had 18 home runs in August of that year, and he was going to be protecting the Yankees' newest slugger, Aaron Judge, who had hit 52 home runs and really should have been the MVP of the American League. His first quote as a Yankee was that he feels sorry for the baseballs. I was excited. I was bout it. I actually thought he was as good as could have been expected in 2018. Judge got hurt and Stanton led the team in home runs. He kind of carried the team down the stretch. He had a big home run in the playoffs that year against Oakland. I thought he did fine. I mean, you can't hit 59 home runs every year. That was kind of an absurd expectation for us. But the last two seasons have been kind of a range of disappointment to utter dominance in the postseason last year. And so I feel like the range of possible outcomes for Giancarlo Stanton in 2021 is pretty much the biggest range of anybody on the team. He is the hardest player to project because he could easily hit 60 home runs, or he could play 15 games and miss the rest of the season with minor hamstring pulls. Both of those outcomes are totally realistic in my opinion. 2020 actually started off pretty well for Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep in each of the first two games against the Nationals, the second of which went 483 feet, and he actually managed to stay healthy for a couple of weeks before he missed another month and a half with what's become a routine occurrence for him, a leg injury. But then he comes back for the postseason, and he has one of the most ridiculous stretches I've ever seen from any player in any postseason ever. He hits 6 home runs and has 13 RBIs in 7 postseason games, against some of the best pitching in the American League. He hit them to all fields. He hit them to left field. He hit them to right field. He hit that grand slam to center field. He was Superman. He was superhuman. And honestly, I give Giancarlo Stanton a hard time, but I've heard that he's been working on correcting some of the issues that have kept him off the field. He's working on more flexibility. He's spending less time on the weights. Look, when your average exit velocity is as high as it is for Giancarlo Stanton and you hit the ball as hard consistently, you don't need to get that much stronger. You just need to stay on the field. You need to stay flexible. You need to get your at-bats, and the home runs, the power will come. You don't need to hit it 483 feet. Usually 400 feet will do. Giancarlo was one of the best outfielders in baseball before he came to the Yankees, and I actually thought he played pretty well out there in left field his first season with New York. But because of the constant leg injuries, the Yankees have been forced to turn their $25 million man into an everyday DH. At least, you wish he would play every day. It's been more like once a month DH, and then spending another month on the injured list. However, with his new approach to flexibility, less weight training, I feel like this is the year that he's finally realized that his body has changed. He's not the same type of player that he was in his mid-20s. He's gotten older. He's gotten more fragile. He needs to be careful with how he plays the game. He can't play with reckless abandon on the bases. He obviously can't play the outfield. If he can just stay in the lineup and swing the bat, take it at about maybe 70% on the bases. Don't go for extra bases unless it's a do or die late in the season. And basically just try and stay healthy, then he should be able to put up a monster year. He hits the ball so hard and so consistently hard that he's pretty much guaranteed to have between 35 and 50 home runs if he gets 520 plate appearances, which I think he will do if he has worked sufficiently on his flexibility. Look, if you go through the StatCast record books, Giancarlo's name is all over the place. He hit some of the hardest balls in baseball last year, despite only playing in a few games. And the year before, same deal. Year before that, same deal. Every year he consistently crushes the baseball. I don't know if he's going to be hitting the ball 120 plus miles an hour this year, since he's gone back on the weight training. But if he hits it 115, that's still better than pretty much everybody in the league, and it will still do a lot of damage. If you are new to the channel, here's a rundown of what you'll find here this season. Pre-game shows and post-game reactions from most Yankees games. I also do a podcast, 15 to 20 minutes if it's solo, 30 to 45 if I have a guest. Also prospects, rumors, and breakdowns. And don't miss the Martian Tracker, where I will post periodic updates of the Yankees' #1 prospect, Jason Dominguez, as he makes his way to the major leagues. Please like and subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. I'll see you next time.